Well, that's the celebrated early energy and the spiritual warfare during they disrespected the dead. Simple enough. It's very simple. You've got the energy of what worked last time didn't work this time, and that's right. That's when they sent energy. I was arrested. INFJ Pocahontas was arrested at the same time. However, your no honor among thieves energy is it's simple. We worked with the angels. It was an angel manifestation. You can go to USA Today, you can go to NBC and see manifesting with confirmation and see manifesting with angel numbers, right? So you're following the angel numbers, you're manifesting for the angels. There was a death in the family. Okay, great. The dying wish was wait for a year before you put me in the ground. So we waited for a year, and when we took off right in the middle of building the angel manifestation, which everything happens in divine right time, it was a spiritual test that they all failed, right? That the manifestation was just sitting there. So there's no honor among thieves. That because they had harvested energy off of my last channel, they just felt that they could come in and steal an angel manifestation. And now they have angels destroying their lives and most of the planet. I can't do anything about that. Talk to the White House doing UFO disclosure. It has nothing to do with me. You got remote viewers talking about Pisces is in a hell of a mess. And I thought, which one? There's two of them, male and female, that were using my attract, don't chase ebook information in their content. Okay, cool. They pissed off the spiritual world. I can't do anything about that. And are doing everything they can to save face because of their celebrity status. That's what it is. And they wanted a reaction, and they got one. I screenshotted them, threw it up there, told them what fucking pieces of shit they were, and kept it moving. That's what it is. Their lives falling apart while mine just kind of chills. It's just kind of. I mean, we're getting blue rain in Texas and California, but it's just what it is. I mean, the readers tell you when you go up against an earth angel, strange things happen. And when I hear a reader say that, I think about Dolores Cannon talking about working in the somnambulistic state in QHHT. Sigmund Freud and Carl Jung didn't want to work there because strange things happen. Well, that's a INFJ, a paranormal INFJ. That makes me a moth to that flame because we like paranormal and strange things that happen. So that's what it is. I can't do anything about that. And I mean, angel therapy told them when that life path 8 pops into your reality, it's a lesson or a blessing with karma or dharma tenfold. They picked the karma. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. Right? And then, coming into union because the twin flame journey is within, that's why they're mad. That's why their schemes and their scams, right? They don't want that coming to light because they've got everybody looking outside of themselves to come into union with the divine. The only way out is in. And then the only way in is through. I mean, you got to go through a lot of shit, and that's what it is. We went through the shit. Right? We completed an 8-year cycle. That's what it is, Life Path 8. We completed an 8-year cycle. They put every block, hurdle, obstacle. I mean, come on, let's face it. Death was involved. And now you have readers saying that the ancestors are going to put them through every moment of what the Earth Angel went through. Okay. That's what it is. It'll make their souls stronger. And I mean, that's the whole point of getting you off of the wheel of karma, is raising the vibration so you can shake that loose. That's why you have to remove the fear and you have to forgive. Great. I have removed the fear of of lizard brains on an island, rich lizard brain narcissists on an island. I've given that shit to God, and now your world's falling apart. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about the people that you gave power to dropping blue rain and shit in Texas and California's fear tactics, whatever. Weapons are formed, but they won't prosper. Now, I mean, you have to have a full belief in that. Yeah, I could get pissed off that the rain, my pool was clear. We put a lot of cash into having. Yeah, I understand. There are 3 volcanoes there. See, there's 3 volcanoes where they're at. And now we have a chain reaction. If you go over to, I know, but that's what it is. Pisces has to move in silence for a reason, because they're doing everything they can to block, stop, impede, molest the divine, and that's no good. You can't be having groups of deviant, sex addicts wanting to molest the divine. That just doesn't even sound right. Just hearing a reader say that, it makes you feel it gives you the ick. That's instant dirty magician ick. And then they feel entitled to the energy because they think they're God. Okay, great. Come into union with the divine. Why has God rejected them? Why are they praying to God? Oh, God, we're sorry for what we did to the divine white light. It's very simple. The earth angel's light triggers their demons. The devil cannot create on its own because it has no connection to the creator consciousness. It has to feed off of others. They're energy vampires. Plain and simple. Copycats. That's what it is. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Right? And I mean, that's their mentality. Their mentality is to go against the divine plan, God, the creator consciousness, the guy that wrote the book. You write the book and then they go against it. But yet that book is, liked by a lot of people, but it's always going to be in opposition. There will always be an opposition. But when you come into the spiritual aspect of things and you come into union with the Most High, well, then that's them going up against the Most High. And the Most High makes the. I agree with Chosen 144. When the Earth Angel calls judgment on the situation, the very air they breathe will work against them. And it's this simple. Look to your right, look to your left. Are they triggered? Okay, cool. The light triggers their demons. The information triggers their demons. Light is information. They are a human, and if they're triggered demons, rejection is God's protection. So what does that mean? They've been rejected by God. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. And they think on a, okay, let's break it down. So they really want to know where your source of information comes from. They want to know where the divine trap is, right? They want to know where the divine trap is. And you have to work your way up. You have to get a connection. You have to get a connection with the source. And if you don't have a connection with the source, then you're using a middleman, and that creates a cult following where the truth always comes out in the end by the critics. That's what it is. And I mean, and then it triggers demons. I mean, you got a bunch of triggered demons, spirits of influence. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. I mean, that's the main thing about Reiki. An enlightened being is not better than anyone else. It just means they did more work. And that's the insecurities that these people are going to have is, number one, they didn't do the work. How does Pisces see these things? Well, that's a good question. She just said they don't understand how you can see these things. Well, Reiki for astral sight activation, it takes 6 months minimum to develop that. 10 minutes a day. If you do not invest 10 minutes a day into yourself for 6 months, it will take at least a year. That's what the master told me. I did it. Did it take me almost a year? Fuck yeah, that's what it is. I'm not that good. We still got the gift, though. It's just what it is. You just have to save up. You have to save up for these gifts. So you can't spend all your time online shopping and death scrolling and develop your gifts. Right? And then what happens when you have a gift developed? Oh man, he's got a Lamborghini. What a piece of shit he is. All right, right. It's what it, and most of the time, the greatest thing I ever heard. I remember when I know how everybody likes to live in the past. That's what it is. I learned at a very early age. Kid pulls up in a car, and it was a starter car. And freaking, 12, 13-year-olds, they don't fucking have a concept of a starter car. That's what it is. A car is a car. That shit's supposed to be brand new, leather interior, da-da-da. Fucking kid in the neighborhood pulls up in a beater. Very first car. Sweet confirmation. Right? We're all standing there, and the statement was made, man, that car's a piece of shit. And he looked right at us and said, where's your piece of shit? So yeah, it's like, oh yeah, here we go. We're on foot, got mouth over here. That's what it is. Right? And I understand nobody likes to know it all and whatnot. I learned my lesson. You got people asking questions in a van one time. The guys are trying to sleep and whatnot. And they asked me a question, and I start talking about the subject, and then everybody gets involved, and they start asking more questions, and I just keep talking. And there's one asshole trying to sleep. He's trying to sleep. And he could have been nice about it, and I'd have backed off, but people were asking questions. They were interested, but he was trying to sleep. And he looks right over at me. He's like, man, when your tongue goes to sleep, do your tonsils throw a party? And I said, no problem, man. You trying to sleep? So I shut up. Fucking the fights broke out in the van. They start arguing. I didn't say anything. Right? As long as they were getting the correct information about the topics that they were talking about, everything was peaceful and harmonious. And then I shut up and they start arguing about their point of view. They're fucking none of it. So they had no idea what they're talking. Oh, you're full of shit. Oh, and the fight's on. That's what it is. There I am, kick back, letting my tonsils throw a party. These guys are fighting in the van. That's what it is. Beat the shit out of each other. Here, you need a hammer? It's right beside me. We got a whole back full of sledgehammers. Keep fighting, oil-filled trash. There's always going to be that hater. That's what it is. Or that person that's jealous that gets put in their place, and then you have a lifelong enemy. That person is your enemy forever for what you said to him when you were fucking 12 years old. That's what it is. It's a seed, right? It's a chaos seed. That seed gets dropped, and it just grows. That is their tree of life. Absolute chaos, resentment, jealousy, envy, anger, regret, hatred. Oh, wasp. That's what it is. I don't get stung, they do, and then they're mad at me and the wasp because we have a connection. We have an agreement. Don't fuck with the wasp, you won't get stung. Anyway, and I mean that's the energy that is all over the collective. Pisces, you're in a hell of a mess. Well, yes, I can understand that. We have come into union with the creator consciousness, and the light triggers demons. Great. So now you have a mess of trigger demons on your planet. Congratulations. That must be hell. That must be hell. That must be hell to deal with all that. That's what it is. That's what it is. Anyway, that's what it is. Right? I have 5-star reviews. Your planet has a trigger demon hell of a mess. Clean it up. Nothing to do with me. However, that no honor among thieves energy and the group in chaos and calamity getting karma, very simple. I took a week or two. I took a fucking break. I took a break for a week or two and went to a funeral. I don't even think it was that long. And when I came back, everyone I invested in had fucking their new email list, had shit out of my ebook. And that's the fight. Oh, we came up with that idea first. No. The idea was a conglomeration of an idea that already existed. They were poking the bear, looking for a reaction, and blocked the divine plan. It has nothing to do with the idea. It has to do with them going against an angel manifestation. Now you got war angels in the cards. You got fucking Dorothy summoning Jinn, body jumpers and shit. It's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Sounds like a hell of a mess they're in with a bunch of triggered demons. Simple enough. I can't do anything about that. Right? I'm more concerned about respecting the dead, because me doing research, hell, I find improper burial rites causes vengeful ghosts. And now you've got that energy all in the cards still to this day. Nobody gave a shit about that. Right? Nobody sees the aspect of vengeful ancestors in the tarot cards. Nobody gives a shit about that. No, they're only worried about the living. Okay, great. Where the fuck do you think you're going? Where did you come from, and where are you going back to? And you really want to piss that energy off. Congratulations. Congratulations. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. However, I hope that brings clarity to your energy in the cards of there's no honor among thieves. And yeah, they're all pointing the finger and fighting in chaos and calamity in a group. Cool. Well, that chaos and calamity group is in the same group with Kitty Ditty Island that got exposed. They're in the same group and hell of a mess with black magic magicians and voodoo fucking priests and shit. Okay, great. The whole satanic cult is in that fucking group. Great. That's a hell of a mess. I agree. That is a hell of a mess that Pisces got themselves in. Not Leo Rising. Leo Rising is rising up out of that shit. That's what it is. Can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about your dark magician being a Pisces, your fucking female cult leader being a Pisces, and your greedy fucking Pisces, right? And they all are competing for the same thing. What? The moon? Cool. What does the moon represent? That's what it is. They're competing for karma. That's what they're competing for. Anyway, I got a dog that likes to steal squirrel nuts. Go check out the community page. It's kind of funny. I turned around and looked. I'm like, what the fuck is that on my floor? She's just sitting there looking at me. Pull the phone out, snap a picture real quick. She was stealing the squirrel's nuts. And then that's that's a sign from the universe, because that's the energy of no honor among thieves, ancient chaos and calamity in their lives, war angels. That's what it is. They went up against the Most High, and now the Most High is whipping that ass. Okay, great. Got blue rain in Texas. They're doing everything they can because they don't believe in karma. And now they're all learning and don't know what to do. Oh, God, I'm sorry. I can't believe I did this. That's what it is. Hell, I can't believe I got blue fucking pool water. That's what it is. However, I can fix my fucking problems. Namaste.